Hey, Radians here. I have 3 apartments in Georgia, 2 in Tbilisi and 1 in Batumi. These units are not perfect, but they help me learn principles for how to better invest in long-term rentals in Georgia. I chose every apartment for myself. It is a good strategy to start with since you are less likely to accept poor trade-offs, and later on you will find people with similar preferences ready to rent your place. I came to Georgia to buy my first home 2.5 years ago. Before that, I've been frugally living in my parents' tiny apartment at the edge of means, saving towards 60k I would need to buy my first place in Georgia. My first 2 requirements came from previous inconveniences. I just wanted to have enough space to work and sleep in different rooms while being close enough to central areas. While my first apartment fulfilled these conditions, I had an office and kitchen in the living room, so it became uncomfortable as I started living with my girlfriend. Also, the kitchen was small for people preferring cooking over going out. So I've saved money and after 2 years started looking into an apartment that would resolve inconveniences of the first flat. It took 2 months to find half renovated place and then 3 months to prepare it for living. If you're curious about my trouble and experience finishing the renovation in Georgia, check out this video. While it's a comfortable place, it's not the best investment since you won't rent a 110 square meter place twice the price of 50 square meter one. I only spent 4 months in that apartment since I got tired of Tbilisi and wanted to explore Batumi as an alternative option for living. You can check another video where I explain why I chose the seaside over the capital. The Batumi flat also has issues. There are 3 balconies for 2 small bedroom apartment, the renovation and furniture are old and need a rework, and 1 elevator is not enough for building with so many flats. Even so, every apartment I've described has problems. I believe they all have been good enough investments. They made me look at apartment as a subscription-based product. And to make the most of that product, we need to pick the right target customer. We can rent Georgian apartment to lonely digital nomads, local families, a group of roommates. Yet I think it's better to focus on expat couples working remotely. They have more money to spend on a better quality apartment while being a more reliable long-term client. With the target customer in mind, we are better suited to make specification for our next investment. A remotely working couple wants to live in a good neighborhood close to central location, but not that close they have air and noise pollution. The apartment should have enough natural light with good views from windows and balconies. They want a big comfortable kitchen, a good bathroom, a big bed with comfortable mattress, and simply a good enough renovation. Finally, most landlords fail to understand they also need tables and kitchens to work on computers. While we can fulfill most of these needs by taking any apartment and fixing renovation or buying necessary furniture, there are certain things we can't fix, and those are the ones we should not compromise on when investing into an apartment. Flats as floors could be cheaper than the market price, but we will lose money in the long term by receiving less rent. So here are the principles. First, we should never buy in an inferior location, like a high traffic area, a place close to factories, a depressing neighborhood, or in an area that far enough or missing necessary infrastructure. Second, it should be in a decent building. If it's in a poor condition already, it is less likely to get better with time. Third, it should have at least some view from the windows and balconies. People won't prefer looking into a parallel building or having a dump outside of the windows. First, it should have a good floor plan, enough space for kitchen and bathroom, and no strangely shaped rooms with secondary light. Fulfill as many of these criteria and you will have a solid real estate portfolio. To earn more money to invest in real estate, learn how to work smarter with my productivity app at increaser.org.